Hello everyone. This is going to be a reading on the story behind the Chris Watts murder case. Before I do this, I just want to say that, I'm not saying this is exactly what happened. A lot of the time when you do a reading, it's based on someone's point of view in the reading. So I don't know whose point of view I'm going to be hearing from, and that will tell, there's a different story depending on a different person's point of view. So I'm just gonna ask, what was the story? What are the dark forces that were working during the Chris Watts murder, and what happened leading up to it, and just, everything that the cards can tell me about the whole entire situation. And yeah, okay, let's see what we got here. Two of Cups. Okay, well, I think I'm getting the story of it, and I think it's definitely from Chris Watts' point of view. We have the Two of Cups here symbolizing love. I think, well, he felt that NK and him were lovers, it was some kind of divine love. They met and it was just beautiful. It's a perfect relationship. But then she turned into the Queen of Swords. She became controlling, and she didn't love him. She was thinking with her head. That's how he felt, like she was just being controlling of him. And I think she told him that he needed to pick, me or her. And so he withdrew from the relationship for a minute. He took time and he really took a step back and started to introspect and self-reflect on the whole entire situation and what she was asking him to do. And during this time, she was manifesting him back, trying to get her control over him back, using whatever spiritual beliefs that she had. She was using those in trying to get him back into her life. And she did get him back. She came back into his life. And as soon as she did, she completely took control over him. She brought out these explosive emotions that he didn't really feel, but that maybe if he'd been holding deep down inside. She brought them out. She brought out this anger in him, and just this really evil, dark side of him, this explosive part of his personality. She brought that out into him as soon as she got back her control over him. And then after she got control over him, brought out his dark beast instincts, all the explosive emotions someone can feel. She brought them out, and that's what led to the Three of Swords. It led to heartbreak, trauma, emotional, physical pain, all the pain that happened during the murder. That's what this entire relationship concluded to. He felt like she was his love, that was the beginning. He felt like she was his soul connection, divine love. But then, she made him choose. She wanted all of him to herself. She didn't want to do the whole mistress thing anymore, and that made him take a step back because he needed to think about it. He needed to pray on it, I think. And when he took a step back, she got scared. She seems like a very controlling, kind of person. She freaked out, started manifesting evil things, and she got herself back into his life. And when she did, she knew she had to make sure that she was in control of him completely this time. And so she did. She became the woman controlling the beast. And she brought out just these terrible feelings that he had been holding on to. And then it ended in extreme, terrible pain for everyone involved in the situation. Alright, I kind of want to do cards to understand why she was controlling him like this, and what she was thinking about during the situation. Okay. So the Three of Cups, I always think of a third-party situation, and maybe she she didn't like that he had this family and these other people in his life. She wanted to be the only one. She wanted to feel part of a family or part of something, and she didn't want anyone else to feel that way or have him in that way. She wanted to be the only one in his life. Let's see, what else can I see about why she did this. Okay, the Lovers. She felt like he needed to do something. He needed to sacrifice something for love. He needed to sacrifice what he had to prove that he loved her. She wanted him to choose. Yeah, it was kind of that was really what it was. She needed him to sacrifice, whether that's, I guess in this case it's literal, but that's the reasoning behind everything that happened, why she might have controlled him or made him think that he needed to do this was because she was telling him you need to do something, you need to prove to me that you love me and want me and only me, kind of thing. And so she made him think that he needed to make a choice, a very big choice, a huge sacrifice for her. now I want to see like what his thoughts were, like what he was thinking, why he did what he did. Judgment. So he felt like he had to make a life-changing decision. Like he needed like he had like some kind of like awakening, and he felt like the reckoning, like people like he was the reckoning, and he needed to judge other people for their actions or take control. Like there was like he knew if he wanted to prove to her that he loved her, I guess, he had to make a life-changing decision. He, like, in a reckoning, like, and also, like, she did bring out, like, this, like, these explosive, like, you know, kind of jealous, like, emotions, like, I don't know, why he was, like, jealous or feeling left out, but he felt like people needed to be responsible for their actions. And I just want to say, like, I don't agree with, like, either one of these people. Like, I don't know if, like, anyone is, like, thinking that I'm, like, on their side and I think they're, like, some amazing love. Like, I promise you that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is, like, from his point of view, what was going on. Like, he felt this is what was happening. Like, he felt like they were some divine love, and, like, you know, like, that he needed to, like, people deserved, like, some, like, reckoning for their actions, like, wrongdoings towards him. I don't know. I don't agree with it, and, like, I'm not trying to, like, say, I'm just reading this purely based on his point of view of the situation. And so, sorry, like, I'm not trying to, like, excuse him for his actions in any way, or, like, say that he had nothing to do with it, because that might be what the reading is saying right now. Like, that's what I'm seeing, is, like, he doesn't feel like he's in, like, he was in control of his actions. Like, he doesn't feel like he is responsible or to blame. Like, he felt like it was her controlling him, bringing out all of this. Like, this is purely just what he is feeling about the situation. Alright, I'm gonna do a clarifier card to get more insight on why he did this or felt this way. Okay. So he was in a very erratic state, an impulsive state. He was extremely angry. Like, he was worked up about something. He felt like there was no time to think before he did it. Like, he didn't think about it. He just did it. Like, he was in a very impulsive, like, erratic, angry, like, mood. Like, he just was feeling very impulsive, and he was ready to make a life-changing decision. He wasn't thinking. He felt like he wasn't getting what he needed from his life, like, and I think, you know, he was, like, starting to think about all these, like, terrible things, or, like, feelings, or, like, feeling left out, and he just got so worked up about it and got so mad and just finally snapped and like did it, and like it was, he just felt like it was out of his control. Like this whole thing, like he just feels like he's being controlled this whole time. Like he doesn't have like any power or any say in what he does. And it's just like all of a sudden he like needed to do it. He did it, and then he did it, and like yeah, that's just terrible. It's truly terrible that he did all of this, and I feel very sad right now. Like this reading is making me feel very uncomfortable. I'm probably gonna like sage my house after I do this because it's just such an evil feeling that I have right now. But yeah, so what I'm seeing from his point of view is that he felt like he was being controlled, and you know, like there's like the Two of Cups and the Lovers, like he just felt like she was the love of his life, like, but also like really controlling of him, and she brought out like the worst parts of him, and he felt like there was nothing really he could do. Like it wasn't even like in his control, but everyone deserved like some reckoning, and it was just like this really like impulsive decision. Like he didn't think about it. Like it wasn't like a like planned thing. Like he just like did it. And I just want to say this is all from his point of view. I am not like, I do not agree. People make their own decisions. People, you know, we choose what we do. We choose our actions. People can't control us unless we let them. Things can't control us unless we let them. And so I don't agree with like, you know, what he thinks was going on. But that is just like from his point of view. You know, he saw it as some like divine love, and it, you know, it could have been, but it's evil and it's not like a karmic connection. But yeah, that was, I guess, what he was feeling, and that was his point of view. Just want to say again, like I do not, you know, this is just like the reading I'm seeing, and I just like I tell it how it is. Like what I see is what I say. Like if I see something that and the cards are telling me, I'm gonna say it. It doesn't mean I like always agree, and like because I do believe that we have control over ourselves and over our lives. Like, other people can't control us, and it's not another person's fault for what you do, and it's not like some kind of like, you know, like you have power and you make your own decisions. And yeah, I just wanted to make that clear that that's like I don't agree with any of this that I'm reading, like about what he was feeling. I think that the whole situation was really terrible and really sad, and I don't know, yeah, but that is the reading. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go sage my house now and do something to help feel better, because this is a very, very sad story, and I think I just wanted to like understand, you know, how someone could do something like that, why there's such evil things in the world, and like sometimes really like people are just evil, and that's why they do things. People just can be psychopaths, and that is why they do psychotic, terrible things. Yeah. But thank you for watching. Please don't like hate me for doing this reading or anything, like, and please don't like, I'm not trying to like, I really am not trying to say like in any way that he wasn't in control or that what he did wasn't terrible or he did it for love or something like that. That is not what I'm saying. That might be what he was feeling, but that is terrible. You do not do this kind of thing for love. This isn't a love. This isn't love in any way. So, yeah. Alright, bye guys.